Hello everyone, it's Moon. Today I want to sit and chat with you guys about my personal financial goals for 2022, let you know what they are and how I've chosen them, and then at the end of the video I want to have a quick chat about why I think it's so important for you to sit and do this for yourself. Getting right into it, I have 5 goals for 2022. I wanted to keep that number small and manageable so that I don't overwhelm myself. I also think that the goals I've chosen for myself fit where I am personally in my debt-free journey. So kicking off number 5, I want to set annual goals for every single one of my sinking funds and track those with saving indexes in my bullet journal. It's incredibly common to set specific goal amounts for sinking funds, although I know many of us don't when it comes to certain ones. For example, if you are saving in a sinking fund for a trip to Disney World, you probably have a specific number goal in mind. However, if you have a sinking fund for your pets that lives and exists for upcoming expenses that you can't foresee, food, accessories, etc., you might not have an annual goal for that amount. For me, with many of my sinking funds, I don't have an annual amount, and I kind of just save what seems appropriate for my budget each month. And I really want to take the guesswork out of that in 2022. So I have been listing out every single expense that I want to contribute to in the form of a sinking fund for the entire year. And then looking at my projected annual income and setting savings amounts for those that I think correlate with my income and regular life expenses. There are 2 main reasons for this goal specifically. One is that I can ensure that throughout the year, I'm not saving too much in one area and potentially neglecting another area of my life that I would like to be contributing to financially. And the second reason is that it brings my annual income a lot closer to a zero-based budget, an annual zero-based budget. And zero-based budgeting is something that I've just been on a constant journey to master for a number of years. So I'm hoping that this brings me closer to that. I've added and adjusted some sinking funds for the coming year, so stay tuned for that because you will be seeing that in my cash stuffing videos. Number 4 is a fun one. I really want to save all of my cash tips for the entire year. This is a pretty simple goal, and honestly, if I were to stay at my current job, incredibly doable because I don't make too much in cash tips. Although since I'm moving cross-country at the beginning of next year, I'm unsure what the protocol for my tipping procedure, tip out, what have you, will be at the new restaurant that I work in. I could potentially earn a lot more in cash tips, so this might be more difficult to achieve next year. Either way, I am committed to this goal and I am really excited about it. I'm unsure what I will spend them on when the time comes, but I do know that it will be entirely frivolous and completely unnecessary, as I feel as though I'm really responsible with my budget like 95% of the time. So if I can achieve this goal and save all of my cash tips for an entire year, blowing them on whatever I want, I truly believe will be well deserved. Number 3. I'm going to do a savings challenge. If you watch my videos regularly, then you know that I don't have any savings challenges going on, not even one. Starting out, I really wanted to keep my budget as streamlined and simplistic as possible because my main goal is debt payment. I also find whenever I'm learning a new skill to not overwhelm myself with a bunch of new systems because I personally run the risk of becoming overwhelmed and giving up altogether. So I started taking the debt snowball seriously, I started cash stuffing seriously, I started a YouTube channel, and I didn't want to add another thing. Since then, I really feel as though I found my groove and I'm ready to do a savings challenge. A savings challenge. Only one for the entirety of the year, and when I'm finished with that savings challenge, I want to put it all towards my debt snowball. The main reason for that is because it feels really good to just throw a big chunk of money at your debt. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And stay tuned again, because I will be revealing that very soon. My number 2 goal for my finances for 2022 is to put $5,000 towards purchasing a home. I'm going to be doing this in the form of a sinking fund. And I know that $5,000 is not a lot of money, but I'm only on baby step number 2 right now, repaying all of my debts. I haven't even reached baby step number 3, which is to save 3 to 6 months of my life expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. But I really want to get the ball rolling on saving for a house, because my plan is to purchase one in 2025. So I have set this very modest goal of $5,000 because it's still $5,000, and I think it's going to feel really good to just get it going. And if I can achieve my number 1 goal for next year, then I can begin throwing much larger amounts towards that sinking fund. Which brings us to my number 1 goal for next year. The most important financial goal for me in the year 2022 is to pay off my last debt, my car loan, the bane of my existence. We financed a car a couple of years ago, and while I don't regret purchasing the car, I wouldn't do it again the way that we did. I have since learned to just save up as much as possible and buy a car in cash, not financing a car, or at the very least putting a much larger chunk of change down when you do go to finance a car. And I believe that that would be the last resort for me. My first choice from now until the end of time is to just pay cash. If you've seen my budget with me video, then you will know I pay almost $500 a month towards my car loan. That's stupid. And as of today, the loan sits right under $17,000. That's a lot. So my main goal for 2022 is to crush that debt, obliterate it. I need to do this so badly. And I'm going to try my best, because it's not going to be easy, because that is a lot of money. So I'm going to debt snowball my way into a freaking avalanche, and hopefully with discipline and patience, next year, this time when I'm wrapping everything up, I can sit here and tell you that I'm debt-free. So now that we've talked about me for 10 minutes, I want to talk about you. I want to know what your goals are when it comes to your money for 2022. If you haven't asked yourself this question, please do it. I think we could all do better at being honest with ourselves about what we actually want. Speaking them out loud, getting them out of our heads, putting them in front of our faces to reckon with. Because when you do that, you just open a door of possibilities for yourself that you can't imagine until you do it. My money goals require me to work very hard. And hard work is hard. But you deserve to work hard for your goals and your dreams. And I don't think that we use that language enough. You deserve to work hard for your goals and your dreams. And to be totally honest, no one is going to do it for you. Although I wish that weren't the case. So for me, please sit with yourself and get real. What do you want from your money? Because you tell your money where to go. Your money works for you. You don't work for your money. You have the power. You have to make the decisions, and then you have to enforce the discipline. But I believe in you. I believe in all of us. So I want to keep this conversation going. Have it with yourself, have it with me, have it with each other in the comments. Whatever you want to do, let's talk about what you're going to do for yourself next year. Because whatever it is, you can do it. And that's all I have for today. That's it for me. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end, and thank you for all the support from you guys. I hope to see you here very soon, and until then, bye you guys.